Minecraft, a game full of beautiful biomes and complex ecosystems. What if you were only going to play in one of them? Hi, I'm Cornmilk, and today I'm playing Minecraft, but it's only the deep dark biome. The deep dark is one of Minecraft's scariest biomes, hidden in the depths of the caves where it's, deep and dark. The deep dark spawns under mountainous regions, and it is full of skulk, which is like this weird fungus thing that grows when hit with experience. It even has a custom achievement attached to it called the Skulk Spreads, where if you kill something by a skulk catalyst, it'll spread the skulk. Of course, though, that's not what makes it one of the scariest biomes. What makes it one of the scariest biomes is the warden, a creature that can one-hit you, and although it can't see, can smell you and can sonically shoot you and never miss. If you select Deep Dark while making a single biome world, it doesn't actually make the entire world a Deep Dark because you can't make everything a cave. What it does, however, is spread skulk and shriekers and sensors all over the surface of what's basically a normal Minecraft world, except it doesn't have any other biomes. So let's see if we can beat the dragon in that, shall we? I will once again not be using mods, and I'm not using any cheats either. I'm playing in 1.20.4, just the normal latest edition, at least right now. Maybe you're watching in the future. My future. Anyway, let's get into it. We begin where all worlds do, at the beginning, in the Create a World menu, because that's where you create worlds. We are doing a Deep Dark Only world, so we name it appropriately Deep Dark Only, and then we go to Single Biome, and we select Deep Dark. I went into this knowing that there would be several problems I would have to deal with. The first one would be movement, because I'd have to be shifting the entire time so that I didn't spawn the warden, or at least shifting the majority of the time so I avoided spawning the warden as much as possible, and that would make movement terribly slow. And guess what? It was. Okay. The typical first goal in a Minecraft world is to get wood, and while that was on my priority list, first thing I did was I saw the flowers, and I knew immediately that the dandelions were going to be very useful in the future, so I decided I was getting all of them, as many as possible. The next thing I did was make my way over to a tree and get wood. I have not included all of the time I spent making my way over to a tree because, as I said, movement was very slow. Once I had a sufficient amount of wood, I started looking for a good cave opening. I wanted some place where I could quickly make some wooden tools, then some stone tools, and then get straight down into the mines. And I found a nice cave very easily. So I set up shop, made myself some wooden tools, mined some stone, bought some stone tools, and then went into the cave. The cave was skulky, which made sense because it was a Deep Dark Only world and everything was skulky, but I found an area that seemed to open up into a little more like actual stone deep slate cave that might have some resources and not just skulk, so I decided to go deeper into that. And in that stonier part of the cave, actually it was deep slate, so in that deep slatier part of the cave, I found some iron, my very first iron, which was great, so I roasty toasted it all up till it was nice and silver, cooked to perfection, and then I made some essential tools. After that, I stumbled upon a nice gravel patch, which let me get some flint for later, and then I just kept going deeper. Found an ancient city. Bingo, baby. And since I had found an ancient city, I looted some chests. Okay, that's good. Take this. And my chest luck was pretty good. It allowed me to get enchanted diamond pants, which was great. And after that, my luck just continued. I was finding diamonds after diamonds. Everything was looking great until it wasn't. I was cocky, my luck ran out, and I accidentally spawned the warden. Shoot. Oh, come on, man. Oh, thank God. Okay. I hadn't actually been on the lookout for a lava pool. Like, I knew I should have been because I needed to go to the Nether, but I had just been enjoying my time in the ancient city. But once I spawned a warden, that was over, and I was very glad that it had sort of chased me towards a lava pool, because that meant that I could build my Nether portal and go to the Nether. Alright. My Nether spawn was a soul sand valley, and that made me realize I needed a shield. I need to make a shield. Please do not notice me, Ghast. That Ghast is going to notice me. So we're just gonna vacate the premises as fast as we can. So I vacated the premises and went hunting for mushrooms, and I found mushrooms, but I found something better too. Oh! Fortress right there. At least I think. Yeah, that's a fortress leg. And although I had no food, literally no food left, I somehow decided that it would be a great idea to tackle the fortress. Let me in. Let me in. I found the blaze spawner, fought the blazes, and got my first blaze rod, but I was seriously running low on food, so I had to take a break and go find some red mushrooms. But I did find my red mushrooms, so everything was okay. Because remember how in the beginning I was very invested in getting those dandelions? Saturation suspicious stew, baby! I was back in the game. No longer was I on 3 hunger, which I had been for most of my time in the Nether. I could go back and I could fight those blazes healthy and well fed. Once I had a safe number of blaze rods, I left the fortress, and I started looking for a bastion because I needed pearls and obsidian to make a portal to get back home, and the pearls, of course, for the Eyes of Ender. And luckily enough, I found one not too far from the fortress. So I stole the piglins' gold, and I went outside the bastion because it felt weird to steal their gold and then trade it back to the piglins inside the bastion, found piglins, and began to trade. The piglins gave me all the obsidian I needed, but not all the pearls, so I went and I found a nearby warped forest, and I killed some endermen. But I still didn't have enough pearls, and enderman spawn rates were low, so I went back to piglin trading. Then finally, when I had enough pearls, I made my portal. Looks about right. At least I should hope so. Do not throw this out. Good. Okay. I was back in the overworld, the skulky overworld, and I had spawned underground, which meant it was going to be a lot more interesting to throw my pearls. I could have dug up right away, but instead I decided to go for it. Now here's an idea. A very bad idea, but like... that way. Alright, let's try it. Oh my god, this is gonna be so slow. And it was very slow, but I persisted. The only reason I decided to finally dig up to the surface was because I had hit a wall and didn't want to start digging. So instead, I dug upwards. Oh. I did not spawn a warden underwater, but I got very, very close. Too close for comfort. And when the darkness cleared and I threw the pearl again, it had changed direction ever so slightly. And after a bit more of boating, when I threw the eye, it turned around. And then when I threw the eye, I fully lost it, so I just assumed it went down. I think it's here. Not a bad place to dig down, all things considered. Okay. So I started digging down, and then things got interesting. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, come on! So I waited a while, but the warden wasn't going away. Please, I'm not here. Sir, I'm not here. Go home. Go home, I'm not here. Go home, I'm not here. I had to look on the wiki to figure out why it wasn't despawning, and it was because I was too close to it. The way to fix this is for me to go up. No? Okay, come on. Yes, you've stopped sniffing. Thank you. All right. I knew looking at the wiki was useful. You couldn't go away because you could still smell me. But now you can't smell me. So come on, man. Despawn! Despawn so we can all go home. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And immediately down past where the warden had been was the stronghold. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, baby. But as I was exploring the stronghold, I set off another shrieker, and another warden spawned. Oh, come on. I don't even know where this guy is. I didn't know where he was, but immediately after, I found the room, so it wasn't a problem. Oh my god, I think that's the room. Holy yes. Holy yes. Oh my god. I don't even care, man. Look, I didn't mean to do that. You leave me alone. None of that in here. None of that. Oh, it's actually not completely empty. Okay. Whew. Good. Okay. I just need 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, is the warden gonna hear this? I swear, if the warden hear this. I'm so glad there's not a shrieker in here. I would have lost my mind. That reminds me, I can get better armor right now. I have exactly enough to do all of the things I wanted to do. Which is... you? Goodbye. You? Goodbye. Alright then. Upsy daisy. And now all that's left is the end fight, which I have put on 16 times speed, because, I mean, if you've seen one end fight, you've seen them all. Also, if it's on 16 times speed, then you definitely won't see that I definitely didn't die twice. Woo. To everyone who doubted me, I did it, so you shouldn't have doubted me, man. And for everyone who's come along for this, and maybe people who've even been here since the mushroom one, which was my last video, thank you. Thank you for sticking around to the end, because it means a lot. It really does. And so, if you've stuck around to the end and you aren't subscribed, maybe subscribe. This is like I rarely ask people to subscribe, but this was over 10 hours of attempts, and then just this footage alone was 4 hours, and my goodness. So if you could like and subscribe, that would be nice. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my corner of the internet sometime soon. See you next time. Maybe.